Ash and Prey, of course. You say Prey, you say Ash in the same sentence, so they're going to bring it out again.
This guy is the most legendary Ash player in the history of League of Legends. His Ash arrow accuracy has been...
Blue side now he's going directly to the Rift Scuttler here. Speaking of which, we got an early Devour in the bottom lane. That's going to be first blood, 2 minutes, 28 seconds into the game. This is not supposed to happen, but somehow Kingzone make it happen time and time again.
Trying to turn on to Khan on the top side, though.
He's just going to flash here as Sungwon. He's looking to...
Oh, no, but has to face check.
Oh, this is a Ryzen here, and the flash, or rather the smite is going to come in from Sungwon, but here's BDD trying to help him out, but it's 3-on-1 now as Peanut goes down, not able to get the kill, and the slow coming in on a BDD, the double flash, and they're...
Not a happy place for the side of Kingzone DragonX.
It's a really quick response here from Kingzone as Khan. He was getting frisky though, and now he's going to be stunned up, and the Sejuani ultimate coming in. That's just, again, too greedy, trying to get some of those Krugs, that extra
involvement. There's the first arrow.
There it is, right on top of that Sejuani, but look at how tanky he is. Finally, the Devourer comes in to try to save BDD, but the hook gets Gorilla. That might be 2 kills going to the side of ROX Tigers. Someone gets out of there, make it 3. Just eaten up here is ROX Tigers, having as much...
Keep opting into fights and giving over kills. The mid-game to late game may never come.
Khan in trouble again, is going to be stunned up, and we got a big rotation. Eats the oranges, but now he doesn't have a chance. The flash comes in. They finally...
It's starting to happen, and ROX want to increase the pace. Looking for a fight around the red buff.
They certainly have the ability to engage if they want to, and someone gonna miss here, and he gets extremely low pulled in by the Skarner, and Peanut will survive at the end of it, so the
clairvoyance effect happening with the E.
Okay,
shot.
Sungwon again, just throwing a curveball to the side, and Key engaging by himself. This is not necessarily what they want. Here comes Linderon, but he immediately gets knocked up here, and now Sungwon in the back. Prey, though, he's going to be knocked down eventually. But BDD in the front, trying to get on top of Key. Finally, Khan is going to make his way in here. But look at Songyun and Lava doing work. Gorilla is going to go down as well. And all of a sudden, Khan, a little bit late to the party. That's going to be 4 members of Kingzone down.
And it was just a 5v4 where Khan was irrelevant, unable to do anything. 4 members alive. Are the barrels even strong enough to chunk anyone? The answer's probably no. And this should be Baron to ROX Tigers.
Yeah, the Rise able to zone him out effectively. And you can see just how fast it is. If they ever get an opportunity, ROX are going to...
And it started with a Sungwon missed ult for the second time, and you think, okay, maybe this is the time for Kingzone. Prey is caught in the middle of it all, but the difference in the play is that Gangplank does not teleport, he walks over. He gets chunked out, doesn't die. It's a big ultimate by Linderon. Well positioned not to get stunned, but into the fight. And while it's a perfect fight, largely by Kingzone, they're unable to actually fight 5v5, so everyone ends up exposing the
rallies, but this is just an eventuality that this turret will go down. And speaking of which, Lava, he's all alone, so looks like they want to get at least 1 member. 4 for 1 in the trade for the turret, but at least they chop away at ROX's lead.
They also leaf for the side of Kingzone when it comes to Baron buff power plays.
Trying to use the last 30 seconds of their Baron buff, but look at that, Songyun, he might be dove upon here as all the ultimates coming in, and they get him in the back line. Now they're on the chase, the TP gonna be canceled. Linderon might have his GA popped. Doesn't really look like it though, as he's trying to get away the Meganar, but the Skarner looks like he may just be a little bit too fast. Gonna be able to pop Peanut. Just looking for another pick. Maybe it's gonna be Gorilla. There is that Sejuani ultimate used into the hook. They try to get all that CC down, but it's not enough to kill him. Oh, just barely. It looks like he picks up the kill. Sungwon with his Warmogs. He's gonna be in the front tanking this one up, and look at how fast it goes down with the mountain, and here they go. They're gonna engage onto Peanut. Isn't enough, but look at Prey and BDD in the background doing all that damage. Prey. He's going in, and the huge ultimate from the side of BDD. They clean up 4v5, and Kingzone with one fell swoop get themselves back in the game.
Damage dealers are well and truly downs. Gangplank bringing up the minion wave and bot. They're actually looking to collapse onto Khan.
Okay, this could be 3 members. The barrels do the damage. He's trying to chunk him out, but he does go down. And again, it's a trade for 1 member, and you lose.
That does mean that Linderon can walk up, and they have position on Elder right now. Well, we see the trade here. Kingzone walking up.
Here we go. Gonna start onto that Elder Drake, and again, they do it incredibly fast. Already down to about half health. Is it gonna come in? The arrow hits Songyun in the front again, and it's gonna get low here. Who's gonna get it? It's gonna go over to BDD.
Of all people!
Somehow, some way, the smites are too early. No smite even comes out from Peanut, so they just run away.
Get there, Gorilla trying to help positioning. Notice that Ash isn't there, and that is information available to ROX. They stay leashed on this, and Prey is taking a very defensive route to get to his team. Key trying to intercept or at least get information on Prey. He'll see him in vision now.
Okay, it's going to be leased. They're moving on to it. It may come down to a smite fight. It's so tense. Kanemaru's going to come in. Peanut with the hook, but someone in the front.
He got it!
This time he finally gets into the huge ultimate from Linderong, but he immediately goes down. Songyun is getting free hitting in the back, but eventually the Sejuani dies, and so does Linderong. That's going to be 2 members. Even with this Elder Drake, it doesn't look like they can hold.
Teleport from Khan.
Go to the... Okay, I'm going to hold that thought. They're going to engage. They
got
get
Ash.
Prey, but the Devour comes
Linderong!
in. Oh, Khan trying to get in the back, but the Megador's a little bit late there. Khan, though, he disappears. Songyun is popping off. They're moving forward, and ROX is trying to take the victory here. The Realm War, they want to get onto the back line, but there it is, trying to fight back, and Lava getting low too. Songyun, though, is still alive. Keep your eyes on him. They're trying to get into the back line. Peanut's going to go down. The Devour's not enough, and he takes out 2. Prey's still alive somehow, and the game is not over. Linderong had to go back to base to save it, and somehow...
Is there on the Ash, like we said.
Yeah, probably took Scorch for the lane. Here we go, they're going to begin bursting it down. Khan from behind, the barrel does not go off. They're going to pull Sungwon here. Do they have enough damage? He's going to run away, finally. But here's Linderong trying to get onto Khan now in the top side, though. Sungwon getting low.
They don't kill Sungwon.
They don't kill Sungwon, and Khan goes down. It's 5-on-4. ROX Tigers, will they fight for this? They got a lot of low members, but the Elder Dragon going to leash once again.
More cooldowns used by ROX, but more members of ROX means that Kingzone surely have to back away. You're never 100% sure. Songyun is having a free meal ticket on this Elder as Kingzone decide they want to take Baron as an answer.
Well, let's see if they can do it fast enough.
Lava
Look at
knows.
Lava, he's sprinting to the Baron. He's got his Nikes on. Keep in mind,
big minion waves.
The minion waves in top and bottom right now.
Another one
in.
of those moments, Valdez. What do you do? They look to contest.
5-minute Elder. It's going to get low. It's going to go over to BDD. Gorilla might just have to give his life for it. Looks like that's going to be the answer. But the Realm War Lava and Key. A big mistake. 2 members go down to the front line. They still have the Elder, but look at the minion waves pushing in. They've got Baron too.
It's insane stuff for Kingzone. Really big mistake from ROX Tigers. You cannot go in the back line against Azir Ash. Are you kidding me? At 60 minutes, they will lose the inhibitor again. Kingzone walk in. We still are not clear if they will win the game, but Khan has teleport in 10 seconds.
That's the question. Take a look at that Nexus turret. That's all they've got at this point. That and the Nexus health. Can ROX Tigers hold this is the big question. I mentioned it before, this damage happens in a millisecond, so you cannot make any mistakes like the side of ROX Tigers did.
Remember, the Elder buff does buff up this combo even further.
Look at that damage on the BDD in the back line. He's incredibly low. Songyun with the barrel and the Kanemaru.
He's gonna die. No!
Auto. He stays alive, but will it matter? They're chipping away at the Nexus, and finally Prey wants to do it here. The stun trying to come in, but he gets it. GG as finally Kingzone in 62 minutes take the game.
It turns out there is a way to go to a 3rd Elder Dragon buff. They got all 3 and lost the game anyway. Did ROX Tigers. One mistake will always separate. Already plug and play that those will be the items. As Sion goes for very early, they're going to go for Talia to try to actually fight for the ability to fight early, but the problem you see here is that they have Naren to Ornn, which will have priority, especially after the Phage is purchased.
Number 1, and when you're going to, okay, hold that thought, Gorilla gonna go down first blood in the bottom lane. He gets his revenge this time around.
Yeah, we needed to see the start of that to see why Gorilla was so...
For Sungwon, although he's still here. Not gonna go for it, looks like.
Gorilla doesn't need to worry about experiences early into the game, so he's just shadowing.
Trying to beat him in, and there's going to be the knock-up onto a Gorilla. Misses that elastic. Slings it onto him, but now trying to get on top of Gorilla, and that's going to be enough damage. As Songyun picks up the kill this time around, the repeat gank after the flash goes down.
And this is what ROX Tigers needed. This was supposed trade is not as relevant as this trade. They're looking to turret dive.
Here we go again. It's going to miss this time around, but he can knock a couple of heads together, and here we go. Level 6 on the side. They're trying to get 2 kills here. Gorilla getting extremely low, but the red is going to come in. The Feather Storm should be able to at least get Gorilla. There it is, and Prey now going to flash away. Thinking about the dive, but here's Sion, big brother Sion, BDD trying to come in and help him out. Let's see if he can help here. And just a bit of damage. He's trying to get the double stun, but here's Talia now trying to come into the backside. Going to go on the left side of the wall. Very smart. The follow-up from Sungwon is going to have that pass massive proc, and that's going to be one kill, and now BDD's in some trouble as Lava's got nearly full mana, and the chase here is going to be incredible. The flash coming in, the mid-seismic shove, though, as Lava would be enough. We'll see if they go in. There it is, Row the Slayer into the ultimate. Will be flashed here, but right into it, and the spear's gonna land, and over the wall goes Peanut, picking up finally the first kill for Kingzone.
And you think there's outplay against Sion, not against BDD's Sion. He had both summoners up, so did Lava. Is up on Lava, but he knows exactly what to do. The hitbox is generous. Goodbye, Lava, you're dead. Nicely played from Peanut. They get an advantage around the bot side. Here we go.
Fighting the top side here is Gorilla just scaled low, but look at that, the three-man ultimate from Khan is going to be enough to take out one kill. Now someone getting low. Looks like he will just barely survive, but a huge turnaround from Khan.
Yeah, the turret dive there was definitely ill-advised.
It's so much gold, a lot more than the 3 assists that someone got.
Do consider the gold has not been spent on now. It's been spent on Rod of Ages, so it's delayed. It's setting up here.
Oh boy, that's a big wall. And Prey in the front. The Devourer is not coming in just until the last second, but it's too late, and now Gorilla getting low. Khan with the Meganar is going to hit 3. Meanwhile, Lava on the side is going to be soloed up here by BDD. One more will do it with the knockup coming in, but it comes out, and finally they're able to get that kill. Now Songin in the front line getting low. Looks like Khan trying to tip away at him, and he will do exactly that. Finally, Sungwon will go down, and Linderong low as well. Key saying, I'm just leaving. Somehow Sungwon takes out Peanut before he officially dies, but definitely a good fight for Kingzone.
The Kog'Maw's supposed to be the crown jewel.
Lava as he's being picked on left and right. Well, speaking of which, trying to pick on Peanut here, who does flash, but he is way too far up in that river, and he's going to get picked off.
And Baron spawned. They might even consider turning onto it as 2.5 items onto Songyun. It's actually a pretty tense moment. That's why Khan realizes, hey, I need to walk up and start clearing this vision.
Yeah, he's going to hop away here, but he is 1-on-4 potentially.
And there's the Baron start.
Here we go. The second they get out of vision.
Now Sion can do a lot of work in this close choke.
The wall comes in, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 here as Prey is just on the other side of this. They're going to knock up the Tom Kents. In the meanwhile, Prey in the back line trying to do that damage. Gorilla does not go down. The big Sion smash is going to come in, but Prey, he doesn't have his W available now. He doesn't have any mana. What is he going to do now? He's trying to flash away. And finally, he's going to take out Khan on the left side. BDD all alone now. He's going to be going down on this side. A double kill going over to Songyun, and the rest of them on the run.
They end up getting baited into a longer fight than they wanted. Prey will die as well.
There he does go down finally in the end of it. And Gorilla looking to go down here as a 4th death on the side. A double kill, 2 of them. This one going over to Lava.
One by one, they go down after Peanut was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Here as a jungler, he still doesn't really do much.
Nope.
He's just chilling. He's throwing out spear after spear, and it really doesn't do anything. They engage onto the Kog'Maw, but it's just another turret that goes down. Weaver's Wall is helping out very, very much. They want this inhibitor too. Going to be engaging on the Kog'Maw once again, and they get the kidnap, but the mid-air Devour from the side of Gorilla is going to get him. They're looking to re-engage here. Khan with no Narbar, but someone getting pretty low means that they're going to have to back off for now.
A lot of respect being shown. Bina has some decent poke with the Void stuff, but not touching damage. They're trying to go Khan. Gorilla is some sort of MVP, stopping this game from ending.
Surely, and here we go. BDD's going to get a 3-man knockup, but he does eventually go out. Look at Songyun and his damage. Finally, the Kog'Maw looking to go down. Peanut does as well. So I'm going to have his passive popped here. Not sure if they can save him. Trying to re-engage. Songyun once again. He does get stunned by Khan, and that's the only reason why he's still alive.
Prey cannot do the damage, though. This sort of fight works perfectly in another game. The bot lane behind. He goes up.
He goes up, picks off the 80 carry, and backs off. Thankfully, Gorilla in position, and the communication there, they pick him off somehow, some way.
He goes in the front line and assassinates someone.
It matters when
I
you
feel
are
like
behind.
Tom Kent stopped this game from ending 4 times in one passage of play. Devour is a pretty cool ability. This is an insanely massive unstoppable onslaught. It does 500 damage to Songyun. He has to heal not to die to incidental damage. Perfect re-engage, but there's no items on Prey. He can't actually lap up. If the Hurricane is there, he's hitting everyone. They're dying. It's not. The end of this fight is what needs to be focused on, as the minimap also does.
Yeah, we're having an engage meanwhile. And it looks like Gorilla will just back off on the end of this. But look at Prey. So you want to fight? Okay, don't look at Prey. Look at Gorilla dying, as Prey now, he is the guy you got to look at as the head's trying to be bashed here, and the kid down from the flash, but he's going to flash out of it. Doesn't get the kill, though.
Prey's still moving.
Still going 1v3. What is going on? But at this point, he's trying to get away, and finally the re-engage. He does trade at least 1-for-1 in not a great position for them.
Man, Prey is having a monster game. Kingzone do lose their AD carry and support eventually. They want to take at least an hype by what Prey's doing. That was a replay of all things.
Yeah.
We back away, we take a deep breath. Kench is able to finally get an item. He has the Knight's Vow. Prey has 3 items. It's narrow, but you feel like team fights in the next 6 minutes are achievable. Difficult, but achievable for Kingzone.
They want to get Khan here. They're using everything to get this Gnar, but again, Gorilla's in position.
Gnar bars up as well!
He wants to re-engage, and there's the Scion into the back line. They have the Kog'Maw free hitting this time, and this is going to be Kingzone's fight to win. Lava in the back line, not enough damage, and they're just going to try to disengage after this one. They get the engage they truly wanted, as Gorilla baits them all in with the help
still
of Khan.
going.
Prey moving forward. Lava trying to 1v3. He might be able to. This is Talia. Keep in mind, she can be so good at kiting people, and at the end of it, the crowd gonna be thin, but they do have the smite in the pinch from the side of Peanut. Down it goes. Khan trying to re-engage, but does at least get the flash.
Double flash.
Speaking of re-engages, here comes the ROX Tigers. The action never ends. It's going to be the bouncy castle here onto Khan, but they don't have the damage. And Gorilla in position again to save Khan. Can he get out himself is the real question. BDD trying to be the hero. He does flash away. Finally, Gorilla makes it out.
This is the most tremendous fiesta I have ever seen. That Kingzone are still in this game with so many micro outplays. ROX Tigers keep bashing their heads against them. Someone's going in again.
And this time it's not going to pay off, as Prey's going to take him out. And here comes BDD, and finally Peanut's going to pick up another kill, as Key in the front line is going to eat it as well. Sungwon baits 3 members of his team into their deaths. They're in Italy, so he's feeling confident, but you got to be real careful about this one, as you have all the CC in the world. He's going to be knocked up. They try to save him. This time, Gorilla cannot even eat him over the wall. And speaking of walls,
it is level 16, so 8-second duration, like you mentioned, Valdez. The chase is on.
Yep, coming on in here, trying to Abyssal Voyage, and he gets them out.
Zone 2-0.
Sungwon looking for it again. He's going to knock him into the inhibitor, and finally it looks like Gorilla will not have it. Key going to engage with the help of his team. They get 1 member. Will he get the inhibitor? They're beginning to poke at it, and it looks like Kingzone not ready to re-engage just yet.
All right, ROX Tigers making good decisions. Peanut respawns in 3 seconds. Gorilla is trained down and can't save himself. But things get better. Risky to walk up for this inhibitor, as the respawn is there from Peanut. Khan has the Nava!
He's going to get the 3-man ultimate into the stun, but is it enough? Sangin in the back. He's doing the lineup and bringing the members in. Prey trying to go 1v5, but it's not going to happen. Everybody on the side of Kingzone goes down, and it looks like finally the ROX Tigers have done it. We're late enough in the game. They're going to push in.
The exhaust from Key won them the fight. Exhausted the entire time was Prey. He could not do it. The insurance plan, I guess it might end up paying out after all, as Kingzone, the game could end here.
Yeah, they're going to re-engage once again, as Khan trying to be the hero with the help of Gorilla. They have the wave pushing in the bottom side, though. You'll notice that members of ROX Tigers getting low. They're going to come in onto Gorilla, and they finally get him out. It looks like Khan will meet the same fate. And guys, looks like we're going to a game number 3. The ROX Tigers, they have done it. They've defeated Kingzone in a game victory. Looking for a game 3 victory. Can they do it? We'll see. It's going to be all tied up.
Richly deserved victory for ROX Tigers in game 2. Kingzone continues to be too aggressive, to make the wrong moves. Peanut trading his early experience for the Kog'Maw being a non-factor. They need to find a different way to channel gold onto the Kog'Maw.
In time, that is, and looks like we are finally going to get to see Khan on the Camille in the top lane.
It does end up being Sion mid lane again. Very much a timings comp. Camille is a true carry. We saw Camille burst people for 1,000 damage 2 days ago. Yeah. But regardless, it's a catch comp. It is a pick comp from Kingzone. We don't see true pick comps. This is one of them. Banner of Command answers the Cassiopeia super well in the middle. Overtime cleanup, so they went defensive on the last call by BDD rather than offensive, as we're fighting again.
Lava right in front of them with no flash. Again, he has his heal. He's got to blow it, but it's not enough. First blood given on over to the side of BDD.
Yeah, gets experience from the minion dying and is able to add an Ocean Drake to it. This is going to be contested.
3v3 at the Drake. BDD has his ultimate, trying to get the steal. No damage coming in. There's that ultimate right onto Key, and it's going to go over to Kingzone as Peanut does swipe that out. Someone trying to flash away, but the Magnar coming in, trying to get on top of Prey.
Oh!
There's the double stun, and enough damage to get down at least Prey. Can they get anything else is the real question. Khan all alone here. Someone has to be careful. Looks like finally Gorilla went down off screen to Songyun and Key, who pick it up. But they hold off. Patience, but now the Chains of Corruption's coming into the kidnap, and Gorilla all alone is going to go down to 5 members of ROX. Now they'll begin pushing.
And that's the reason why, because can go again and again, and the miasma's on such a short cooldown that eventually you'll get the objective you're setting up for. So big cheers, the ROX Tigers fans. Meal's
might not be done. They're going for this. It's Key and Linderong, and one hook shot is going to dispel that.
Peanut's going for a pick here. Sungyun's already healed.
Yeah, the heal comes in, and they got a Scion to ult in the front. Look at that damage. He finally goes down as ROX cannot save them. The hookshot is going to interrupt that, in fact, with the Flash Devour. Key trying to be the hero this time around. It looks like he will get over the wall. Nice job by Key. Let's see if he can make it out now. It looks like perhaps as Linderong with the Meganar looking to come and help with the 2v2. We got the big rotation coming in from Kingzone. They might just give away the Tahm Kench, and that they will. Just one kill going over.
Base damages on the Scion are so relevant 17 minutes into the game. Deletion damage, as Skarner is no high damage champion at all. The mid lane.
Trying to get out to Songyun again, and it's going to be a double knock up there, and does get the Devour off though. The Kidnap 3 members under the turret, but they get on top of Songyun, and that one Kidnap actually kidnaps Songyun's life as the Skarner said, thank you very much. Key's going to go down as well. You said decided before 30 minutes. Well, at 23 minutes, Kingzone in a great position now.
And they were looking for the Tahm Kench. They knew his flash was down. Speaking of flashes.
Yeah, Lava got to flash away from that engage. As Khan not going to Hextech Ultimatum. They want to go onto the Baron now after...
For now, going wide again is their choice. And that means they give up the Baron control they desperately want.
Got an engage here. BDD's in the bottom side. And where are you going to go when your Hextech Ultimatum is going to go down is the answer. BDD crushes him with the help of Khan.
The Jaws theme playing.
This one seems a bit more unexpected, but finally, ROX Tigers biting onto it. They know something's happening. That's not a fast Baron. Look at how slowly that goes down. They do not have enough damage with only Ezreal picking away at that.
And that's what it means. That's the reality of the comp. They need the picks. They've drafted for the picks. They're not getting them. And the Baron attempts at about trying to find someone out of position and then looking for a pick through that. So they back away again. There's nothing that's been granted. We've quested 31 minutes into the game. While the game's certainly far from over from a Kingzone perspective, ROX are really trying to cement the items that should serve them very well in a 5v5.
Mountain Drake is huge. If they could pull this off and then go towards the Baron before ROX Tigers go for it, it will certainly up their Baron damage. So the Mountain Drake does go down, and ROX do gain control of the Baron pit for now. Looking for an engage onto Gorilla. He doesn't have his flash. There it is. The Kidnap comes in. They want to burst him down as soon as possible, but the disengage coming in. And now Khan in the back line. But here comes Linderong going to stun down Prey, who does get over the wall. No one has died just yet. BDD from the left side is going to get the huge smash down. And Khan now jumping on in. Is going to get on top of them all. Finally, the Varus does go down. And Lava, not enough damage to take him out. Linderong, the only one left in the end, and the big engage from BDD makes it work again.
Great positioning on that. They're going to try and clean up some kills, getting the smite away as a start. See if they go for the Baron from this. They do have some great tankiness, but Prey is out of mana. Let's see what Kingzone decide, because that's the Team 5 victory denied from them for 32 minutes.
You can see that Linderong is doing a good job of denying the backs. They're thinking about it once again. Speaking of denying backs, they're not going to let Linderong back off of that one. As here we go again. Prey extremely low, but there's no threat right now onto him. So 3 members of Kingzone getting to work onto this Baron. The TP comes in, and they're going to fight it here. Prey, even super low, can he get on top of this Ezreal? Doesn't look like it. Linderong TP's into it, and a mistake as he goes down.
He felt like he had to complete it, otherwise they would turn onto Baron, which was correct. But that means that he had no good options. It was a lose-lose coming through from Linderon. Canceling there would probably have meant Baron, even with the relatively slow speed from Kingzone. So they take the kill, they back away, the items are complete, and Kingzone want to recreate that moment and get the Baron to actually close the game.
BDD sitting at 6-0-5 reminds me of last year when he was playing mid-Galio tank. You just never die. You engage, you go in. They can't focus you. You're Sion, you have unlimited CC. It's incredible. It's working out.
Now Linderong is dead and teleport is down. This will be a true 5v4. When will the turn come? Because BDD, the choo-choo train's ready to go.
Here we go. We're gonna threaten it here as Lava is gonna be hit in the front. There's that damage. Trying to tip him down. Someone not able to get the steal here. And now they're trying to engage onto Key. Can they actually do it? That Roar of the Slayer is gonna be enough to slow him. And Prey will get the kill. Lava's gonna go down to a double kill after the Baron. And now they're looking to end it.
Beautiful Baron play. That was the set play that Kingzone wasn't able to make in previous series. BD knew his role. 4 to 5 members cannot kill the Sion. He is too tanky, too early. They take the Baron, they get the exit kills. Great stuff from Kingzone.
Certainly a very perfect play when you compare it to some of the other plays we've seen so far. And now with the Banon minion coming in, Kingzone thinking about it. TP on the side of Khan will be ready to go in. And there it is, trying to engage on the Sangyu now. There's no escape for this guy. Pino wants to pick up the kill. It's going to go over to Prey, who is now getting near legendary. Oh, look at that. Linderon trying to make things interesting. We'll see if he actually can. Prey tanking up that turret. Maybe Kingzone bit off a little bit more than they can chew, but I've said that multiple times, and it's not been true many times as they get another kill and looking for that Nexus as nobody can take them out. Kingzone gonna win another series 2-1.
Big series here for Kingzone DragonX. They also stop ROX Tigers from once again opening up a big lead over SKT. So SKT fans, Kingzone fans for the day and maybe even for the future, depending on how the schedule goes. It was not a great day for Kingzone. They made a lot of mistakes all 3 games. There were things to improve upon, but their Baron setup was great in this particular game. BDD understood his role. Galio and Sion, we know they're very similar. It's the analogy I've made many times. It's a